Alright, everybody, welcome to the worst movie podcast in the world. This week we're going to be looking at Antman and the Wasp Quantumania, having a little dabble with that. We're joined by Ryan, Joe, Decos, and me. Okay, because...
Spoiler heaven. If you don't want any spoilers, we don't care. Keep watching.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers. Yeah. So starting off with this,
but there's not going to be any good spoilers.
There is nothing to spoil.
So we're going straight into the introduction here. Let's brush up on the movie. We're going to start off with Decos this time. Decos, let's do a little bit of brushing.
It was painful.
Painful experience, but why?
Really painful. Everything about it was painful.
I
sighed in that film. I went up to the toilet and I almost left the cinema. I just went home. I was standing there taking a piss and we were like, is it really worth going back in? I drank my drink. I ate my popcorn. Like 30 minutes in.
Oh, you tried to pull your popcorn off onto me. From what I remember.
I do want to say, Decos, you have an odd thing about whenever we go to the cinema that you manage to eat all your popcorn and have your drink before the movie has even started.
Well,
to be fair, the ads are like 40
and a drink at the
minutes.
cinema. I like having popcorn and drink at the cinema. You know, it's nice, and I want to focus on the film, so I don't want to have the popcorn and a drink there. So I drink it and eat it.
He's got a
lawnmower.
He's got a point. What?
From Decos' mic. I think it's his laptop.
I'm not hearing anything. I think it's fine.
I'm mowing the lawn.
He actually is just mowing the lawn as we're doing this. That's fine. Anyway, right, we're moving straight on then.
I mowed the lawn in darkness.
Fun little opinion onto Ryan. Ryan?
Well, I guess I'll say the line I said after the film. Roland Emmerich wishes he could write movies this bad. I mean, Jesus Christ! This thing was like written by an AI. The dialogue is dreadful.
I've seen so many of them people like it feels like an AI movie.
The dialogue is dreadful. The CGI is dreadful. I had a great time with it.
It felt like a Ryan Johnson
It's about as good.
To be fair, my first viewing, I didn't go with I went with work friends, not you guys, and it was just kind of I was watching it like you know the Homelander meme where he just sits there watching like the movie that he starred in, but like completely expressionless. Like it was just like that. I was like, this is suffering. This is what like people describe this as. This is the fresh corner of hell that's been carved out. But seeing it with you guys was a genuine hoot. I think we had a blast watching this.
Hey, I enjoyed watching it.
I think the front row did much more than the back row.
I enjoyed watching it, to be honest.
He's swooning over his alcoholic state right next to us, falling over chairs. That
was
there were 3 of the people on the front row were drinking, and 2 were relatively drunk.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was fine writing my notes, alright?
He was writing notes. Right, moving on to Joe.
I wrote a note.
I would have been laughing, but you put me next to Keith.
Yeah, he is.
Every time I looked over to him, he was expressionless. He was just in a state of I exist.
He was
existing.
Like.
Anyway, Joe, your opinion, and also tell us the line as well. Tell us what you took the note of.
Oh, well, the line was because when I was sitting watching it, I even showed Ryan. I was like, okay, I'm going to take some notes, and
You look so proud that you'd written it, by the way. This is
were you actually writing notes in the
He was on his phone.
No. Well, let me explain the story.
So you were
let me explain. You asked me, and I'm trying to explain.
Your phone and you could be distracted.
No. Well, yes and no. Okay.
Out for that?
No. Because listen. Well, bearing in mind,
rolling loud in the cinema.
Bearing in mind, before we got there, I had maybe a couple more drinks than I should have to go watch the film, and I was just sat there enjoying it.
I couldn't tell, Jack.
And I did take, but I'd forgotten that I had tried to take notes while I was watching it, and then while I was getting ready for tonight, I remembered and I had a look, and in this file that I named Quantumania notes, as in plural, okay, there was one sentence in there that I'd got down, and all it said was, and bear in mind it was spelt wrong as well. it just said, big head equals funny.
What word was spelt wrong in that?
Funny. I spelled it with an I. But to be honest, now looking at my drunken self in retrospect, I don't think I could have got the movie plot more down to a T.
Mm.
I mean, although I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to bash this film too much because I actually really enjoyed watching it. I'm not saying that it was good.
I think we all enjoyed watching it, but I think we enjoyed watching it because it was bad.
Yeah.
But this film, I think shows the most why this multiverse saga, like, it's a good idea, but doesn't actually quite work for a cinematic universe.
I think it will. I think it will eventually.
But the problem I have with it is that because they've now set up
going on.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, but like just the whole multiverse thing, because they now have a world where there are infinite amount of versions of all the characters that we're seeing, nothing really has any relative impact because they can bring anybody back whenever they want. They can add anybody in any time whenever they want. They can do what they want. So, although they have
that whole plot of if too many people cross over different multiverses, then there's.
But they don't. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, because the story in this film was fucking boring.
It was. It was
so boring.
It was ChatGPT's story. That's what wrote it. It wrote the story and the script. Was an AI wrote it. I wholeheartedly believe that. I think that's what happened.
I already felt it.
I think they were like, right, we don't have the budget for writers. We spent it all on VFX that looks shit anyway. Let's just put it in ChatGPT. Antman meets Kang in Wacky World and just see what comes out. Like let's just put that.
Why were the houses walking? What's that got any relevance to do with anything? But anyway,
I think that's going back to Ryan's point that Ryan made that was really good. This was just a space movie. It was like an alien planet. Yep. It didn't feel like a quantum realm. This could be
Guardians of the Galaxy without the Guardians, with a more shitter character. That's what it was.
Like I feel like they should have lent into more they started off on a relatively
just like quantum theory and wacky shit.
Yeah, they started off on like a good
interesting
where they had like. At the very start, like there's that one creature that like comes up to me. It's like after that weird sun thing, there's like a big like flagellum or whatever that looks like a single-celled organism trying to like eat them. I thought that was cool, and then you never see anything like that again. You just start seeing people. I'm like, why are there people down here?
Yeah,
like Bill Murray's just a guy. How is he here?
Even though everything in the Marvel universe is obviously completely made up and far-fetched, I still think there's a limit, and this film is so unrealistic. I know that might sound stupid, but it is so far-fetched. It doesn't make any sense at all.
But I would like to point out the plot hole of in the first film, he got out of the quantum realm by using those big things.
Yeah, he escaped once before just by growing. Like, why didn't he just do that again? Like, surely they got there by being shrunk really small, so just grow really big. They had them. They were throwing them.
No, they were on an alien planet camera. You don't understand. They genuinely were. Hell, it's a quantum realm film. Freaking quantum theory has a load of stuff to do with. I looked this up the other night.
Oh dear.
So I'm not a quantum physicist. This is not quantum physics.
When did Ryan become an expert in quantum physics?
But
last night?
Look, I just gone to a Wikipedia page about fucking the many world
Wikipedia. God damn, we got genius here.
Sort of a big part of like the theory of that is at the quantum level, everything is sort of undecided.
Yeah.
So the many worlds theory is sort of that each. So they actually both. So when both possibilities can exist at the same time, they both resolve, but they create two universes. So one where it's for one way, and one where it's the other.
Mm-hmm.
They do nothing to do with that. But then this movie's about multiple universes.
Yeah.
Infinite universes. That would have been a cool idea to explore in a quantum film, but no. There is nothing. There is only one scene of that, of
No, because they
theory in a quantum
don't
film.
be silly.
And
They
it's
needed
then in-
Bill Murray. That's what this film was for. Bill Murray and guy with holes. That's funny. Guy with holes equals funny. All right, you forgot about this.
I can't believe you wrote MODOK equals big head equals funny, but
I thought the guy who did the
funny.
telepath was quite entertaining at the
Cheesy.
start, but it was
No, it wasn't. No, we're
Cheesy is
pulling
the
at
guy.
straws here.
Do not speak
in the
ill of him.
No,
concept
we're
of the
pulling at
film-
straws here. We're pulling at straws. Every character in
Okay.
there was boring. Okay.
I think we should move on to the log
I think
line.
the-
Wait,
okay,
we need
right.
Cameron. We need Cameron's. We need Cameron's
I
opinion.
feel like I've been
He's
sprinkling
been giving it.
I've been sprinkling it throughout. Yeah, I've been interjecting
All
here
right,
and there.
okay.
I just want to say, with that guy with the head thing, Digos, if he was an interesting character, you'd remember his name and not the fact he was called Guy with the guy who could really. I
That's
don't
a
know
valid
his
point.
name.
none of their names.
He really didn't. I only remember him as Cheedy because he's in The Good Place and he's amazing in that.
Did
I
he give
remember
his
none of their
name?
names. He must have.
Vision.
They definitely gave their name at some point. I bet if I looked it up. Do I wonder if he has a name? I bet it's a stupid ass name if it is one.
I bet it's something like. I bet it's
Guy
something like
who-
the Mind Reader.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is Quaz.
It's Quaz.
Quaz.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Now that I've
William
heard
Jackson
it, that I
Harper.
remember.
Yeah,
Quaz.
I remember them saying that now.
They
as well,
definitely
Also,
did not
I found-
say that in the film.
They did.
The flat.
They
I
definitely
would like
did.
to say the flattest and most dead character in that entire film was that Junker Queen ripoff.
Yeah,
was the leader of
the
all those
goddamn-
rebellions.
The woman.
She
the
had
woman.
nothing to
Oh my
her.
God. Junker Queen is the perfect description of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
She
basically
had
yes, I
nothing
have
to
my
her.
abs out, and that was her character.
She, her home was lost, and now she leads a rebellion, but she isn't leading; she's hiding.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing to her. Dialogue.
They needed
like,
something just to make it have a fight scene. That's what it was.
basically.
Hmm.
It was another mashup of which is superhero films are doing. Another big, nobody knows what's going on. You can't really see who's who. Fight at the end.
Hmm.
I thought the visual effects were all right in terms of the background. Sometimes it was pretty.
No, it looked like
No,
a.
I thought they were pretty
No,
as well.
no,
but I know why. I know.
no. It looked like a college film project, all right?
No, I
Yeah,
did
they can be
think
pretty.
I think the backdrops look great, but there's a reason for that. Is because they used the wraparound like screen thing, so like they were all like already on monitors, so that's why it doesn't look green screeny because they were like literally there on it because they were using the wraparound things they used for the Mandalorian. But that's why the rest of
Yeah.
the only VFX they had to do was for the actual characters, and they all looked awful. And it's because
Yeah, true.
I also heard about this. They diverted the VFX team like resources from this onto Wakanda Forever. So this literally had like no one
Oh, for
working
God's
on
sake.
it.
Yeah, but Wakanda Forever.
It also looked bad. They just all
All the
look
movies
bad.
they're making, not
Oh,
bad.
Problem with Marvel, they could do some amazing stuff, and they have done.
Could they?
It's just they've got
Not
so
anymore.
many projects that they just
No,
they
because
just
every single movie has been the same for a decade, and now people are getting bored of watching the same thing. It took 31 films, but two people inevitably punching each other at the end, where the good guy always wins.
to be honest,
Yeah, he raises a valid
I
point.
think Chris summed
too
up
much.
everyone's emotions of when that portal opened up behind Antman and the Wasp for them to go back. He threw his arms in there and was like, "What the fuck? Let him die." Which, to be honest, he should have.
We're bringing Chris into this. Chris, I think, thought
Add him
that
into
Paul
the
was gonna die.
podcast. Get him in it. No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, he might. I think he'd be down to guess.
He should have died. But in my to be honest,
Hey,
I don't
Chris.
think.
Yeah.
We should have offed him at the end of the movie.
To be honest, I
We
don't
were asking
think
for it.
Ant-Man has anything left to the story. And
No.
B, I
What
think
story?
Paul Rudd
Yeah,
is a
his-
shit actor.
How
I agree.
dare you?
And he's
I agree.
overrated.
I
Right,
agree.
look, Ryan,
God
you
damn
just
you.
watched Man Up, right? You can agree Paul Rudd
Man-
was
No,
great.
it's because I love you, man.
Oh, I
I
love
think
you,
Man Up's got Simon Pegg in it.
Oh yeah, Man Up's another one. I love you, man. It's like a
Paul
Paul
Rudd
Rudd.
is solid.
Is
Paul
that the
Rudd's
one
like,
where like he's looking for a best friend?
yeah,
I don't even like the Antman
it's
film.
a rom-com.
It's
You know
crap.
what? That is a very good film.
It's
That
a
is a way better
rom-com,
film than
but
it's a
but with
brilliant
Paul
film.
Rudd, instead of finding like a
Between
female
two
companion,
guys.
he just finds like a bro. It's great.
Yeah, it is
He's
a very
going on
good
dates
film.
with dudes at the start, not
It
realizing
is a
he's on
very good
dates.
film. Yeah. Okay.
One good film and he's the best actor ever. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was in other things.
Log
I'm sorry,
lines.
but all the clips I've seen of him from different films, him being himself. He's a B-Tech Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, it is true.
They both
I
wear
forgot it's
Marvel
very-
red suits, and they both play themselves in.
I hope you
every
get a death
fucking thing
penalty.
they do.
Anyway,
Paul Rudd is the goddamn talent of our generation.
we're heading straight into the
Best thing
logline
Paul Rudd did
showdown.
was
We are
Friends,
cutting
Ryan.
this tie right here, straight into the logline showdown. I'm gonna go with the person who I feel like is either the most prepared or the least prepared, and that's Ryan. Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Sing us another song.
Implied Polly Bill Murray more than likely clapped MODOK's succulent cheeks on Not an Alien Planet 18+.
Was that first part even English?
Implied Polly Bill Murray. I mean, it's a bit of a tongue twister. But I mean, it's pretty implied that Bill Murray is going around banging everyone.
Yeah, it's true actually.
I feel like a lot of the loglines
I never
be very
thought I'd see
sexual
the day.
this time around.
I never thought I'd see a day
mine's
where
also
Bill
down.
Murray is the sexual tension of the movie.
It's a good one. We're moving steadily onto Joe. Joe, logline.
Hold on, let me just get it up.
Jesus Christ!
Big
Much
head
like
equals
Bill Murray?
funny.
Like,
Right,
Please,
this is my
big
logline.
head equals funny.
This is my logline. Science tells us that ants can carry over 10 times their body weight. However, as Paul Rudd demonstrates, he can't even carry the weight of his own franchise. But hey, who cares? Who cares? Because big head equals funny.
all right, that was pretty good. I like that one.
That took me all of 5 minutes to come up with. I'm very proud of that.
I like that. That was a whole. That was a good one, Joe. It poked fun.
Thank you.
But it also kind of summarized it.
I give myself a pat on the back.
Okay.
It's silent. What's it got silent?
Your job as host.
I was sending a message at the same time.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
Wow,
that's good.
Professionalism.
Right, let's move on to decosses.
Yeah, decos.
High expectations crushed by a quantum hammer.
Oh, you know what? For decos, yeah, that is a valiant effort.
Yeah,
It's because of his own category.
I won one. So
he did win one.
Yeah, Cameron's the one who should be in the.
Yeah, this is the important one now because Cameron has everything to gain for this. He's still on 0 points and he has no chance of winning that sweet prize at the end of the year.
I'm going to be on 0 points the entirety of this of the runtime of our podcasts that just go on. I'm telling you because I come up with them on the fly. And all right, I can give you mine now. Mine is the every like all the main cast members who didn't like. Well, okay, that's off to a bad start.
Okay,
That's it. You get one go at it.
No,
there are no retakes.
That
was so bad.
Cameron, maybe you should practice and read your lines.
Okay, we'll give him another go.
All right. Everyone definitely drank that Alien Without Holes cum the movie.
What?
Didn't you see them suckling on it?
No.
Everyone was drinking it, like at multiple points.
That was like his blood. Is your blood made of cum?
How do you know that it was his blood? Did they say it was his blood?
No.
He has said you
It's like
drank
the goo
my
he's
fluid.
made of. You're made of
He
goo.
said
motherfucker,
you
ain't
drank my fluid. That's what they said.
cum. Yeah,
Oh,
but that can mean
fluid.
anything. If you spit in
Fluid
someone's mouth
joke.
and they drink it, that's
They
drinking their
definitely
fluid.
did. It was
With a man
insinuated
with
the
no
whole time.
holes, I would doubt he
Especially
has
the
Yeah.
way he seductively wiped it from their faces afterwards as well. That was an intimate fluid that he was removing from their orifices.
No, he
alright?
was fucking weird, okay?
Exactly. And if you're weird, you make people drink your your
Okay,
breeding
I'm
back.
quoting that.
All right.
I
So
don't want to meet
Oh.
your friends,
Who-
Cameron.
who are we voting for this week? Wait,
Myself.
what's the scores so far? Do we have them?
So
You're winning on 2.
I
Everyone else
can
is
go.
1
I
bar
can
Cameron.
show the audience the scores. There will be a
Oh, no,
thing
leave
hovering
them.
there because I had to.
Hang on.
So here we go. I have 0. Digos is 1. Ryan is 1, and Joe is 2, as everyone can visually see here. Yeah, who are we voting for? So
Myself.
You can't vote
you
for
can't vote.
yourself.
This is
I'll vote for
yeah.
yourself.
This is not yeah.
Hey, Ryan, I'll vote for you if you vote for me.
Oh, for God's sake!
There's some political corruption going on.
Hey, Joe, I'll vote for
outrageous.
you if you vote for me.
Wait a minute.
No,
Wait a
there are
minute.
no
All right,
discussions.
you know what?
No.
Mia, shut this down. I'm going to go to each person individually and get
you
a
have to
score
give
from
an
them.
We
answer.
impeach Decos.
No,
Ryan,
there is an
what is your
answer.
score?
One by one, give your answer.
Who do you want to give it to?
I'll give it to Joe. His was pretty
All
fair.
right, Joe, you
Thank
got
you.
1 vote. Right, Joe, who do you want to give it to?
I'm going to give it to Decos.
All right, Digos says 1
No,
point.
no,
Joe,
no.
who do you want to give it to?
What?
Digos,
You
who do
just
you want to
said
give it to?
I want to give it to Cameron.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks,
for God.
Digos.
Yeah. Oh, so now
Okay.
Cameron gets the deciding vote.
Yeah.
And I want to give it to Ryan.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just didn't want Joe. As Paul Rudd said, I didn't need to win. I just needed you to lose.
Oh.
Oh my
Thank you for the
God.
vote, though. It's greatly appreciated.
So, do we all
Just gonna
get a point? I think we should all get a point.
No, because then you get a
No.
point,
I
Cameron.
know.
No, because this is what happened last week as well. This segment is
I
irrelevant.
think,
pretty much.
Joe's logline was the best one. Come on.
I don't know, Ryan. I
And
thought
acting
yours was the
carried
best.
10 times
In my
its weight,
personal
but
opinion,
Paul-
I thought yours was the best, Ryan.
Yeah, same. In my personal, unbiased opinion, I thought Cameron was the best.
Thanks,
He
Decos.
delivered it beautifully. Cried, okay?
Right, if
This
there
is an
isn't
example
if
of
there
when
isn't a
democracy has
decisive
failed.
decision made in the
Yeah,
next
Ryan
10
won.
seconds. No,
Ryan
listen
won.
now.
No, I've
Listen
got
now.
the tiebreaker. Random number generator.
No. I'm taking a stand now, okay? I'm not fussed whether or not I win the point. I kind of am. However, unless there is a decisive decision made in the next 10 seconds, I'm cutting this entire segment out. We're not doing log lines.
I'll just disconnect you, that's fine. Anyway, Ryan won. Moving on.
I just get booted.
I'm just.
I was gonna say no. We could do random number generator. The equivalent of flip a
That
coin.
defeats
so-
the point
Oh,
of
That
democracy.
doesn't-
Because it's
Yeah.
all on one
Oh,
point.
yeah,
It's a
We're not
tie, we
doing
need a
log
winner.
line segment this week then. I say
All
no,
right.
this is
Democracy.
I
you know
voted
what?
for
Fuck
Ryan. I voted for Ryan out of comedic intent. I will happily move mine because I could tell he put
Right.
the most thought and effort into it. I'm voting for Joe.
I've written this down Sunday morning. I thought I efforted. I went and reevaluated.
I know, but I like
that
Joe's
doesn't,
more.
that doesn't
I'm
mean
sorry.
anything, though.
This
That
is how
doesn't mean
votes
anything.
work.
Because we're all on 1 by Ryan. No, yeah, we're all on 1. This is irrelevant.
Joe's
We're
on-
a tie.
Joe's on 3 now.
No, I voted you.
Yeah.
Cameron voted Joe.
No,
I vote
what? No, you
you
voted
voted
me, Decos. I
Yeah, I
voted for
voted you.
Ryan. Ryan voted
You
for
voted
Joe,
Ryan.
and Joe voted
Joe
for you.
voted for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
now
we're
I've
all
changed
equal.
mine. I've changed mine from Ryan, so now it's voting for Joe.
Okay.
Joe wins.
So yeah, so Joe is 2, so Joe wins. All right,
wow,
all right.
yay.
All right, now using
Got that
using
from
the
Pity. Pity.
using the power of logline magic, I will add in the score. Right, there we go. Look, scores have been updated. Joe is 3, Ryan is 1, Digos is 1, and I'm sat at a respectable up and coming 0. But next
There you
week,
go.
Tune in next week, see if Cameron gets a point.
No.
You won't.
Oh god, that's gonna be a lot of editing that goes into the last
That
10
is
minutes.
fine. We roll with it. Slide showing it.
Okay.
See. Right, we got back into it. All right, welcome to general discussion. Where first off, we're going to talk just briefly because I know we do it a little bit in the log line. We did a little bit before, but let's just have a quick roundup of what everyone thought the story was. So the movie had a story. Let's talk about it. Very quick, very brief summary on what you actually think happened. There isn't a log line. It's just like generally what you think actually
This
happened.
is a log line.
It's not.
Our log lines are not log lines.
No. It's a summary of the story. We did this last week. We did it the week before. They have been separate. They've been separate.
This is more of a discussion about the story, which
right,
I'll start.
Discussion
there wasn't one.
About the story.
I mean, there was one, but it's like, I guess, alien place. Bill Murray showed up, killed the bad guy. The bad guy dies. But he's not dead.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, wow. Never could have saw that. Come in!
Yeah. He's definitely coming back. Even though they don't need it to, they have infinite of him. But surely, why are they scared of him?
Galaxy crossed with Thor 2.
Like, why are they... Like, okay, just... It's a multiverse, right? So it's infinite. That's like the point of it. So there's infinite different timelines. Why are they scared of him destroying, like, oh, he destroyed a timeline. Oh no, there's like infinite of them. Like, who cares? Like, it's infinite. Like, his one timeline that was destroyed doesn't matter.
Karen, now you're dealing with what everything ever all at once dealt with.
He destroyed 10 timelines. Like, how it's going to take him infinite amount of time to infinitely destroy everything, and he doesn't have that. No one has that. What? Like, come on.
But he had the TVA. He had his own TVA.
Nothing has
Isn't
any
that what the end? Because isn't that what the end of Loki was? Because it was the Kang Conqueror statue.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is like, what is his actual end goal? I don't get it.
In Loki, I think he's supposed to
conquer everything.
I think he wants to be like, you know the one we saw in the Loki TV show, like the guy who had like conquered everything.
They basically want to be like a king of like a selection of multiverses, basically.
Yeah.
But
so
why?
Have like a couple of universes under their belt each.
But why?
So they can choose X-Men.
Things are badass.
No, but this is this is what I'm on about. There's no actual.
Why.
I don't know what the motive is.
He wants to control the intergalactic opium trade.
But why?
Profit.
Why what?
Like,
why what?
Yeah,
no.
Okay, no. You know
my first
why
question
Thanos wants to get rid of half the population.
They're trying to big him up as if he. They're trying to big him up as if he's like the next. He's meant to be this phase's Thanos, okay? That they're leading up to. But there was clear motives. There was a clear motive in that story as to why he was doing it and what the reasons he took. Okay, now they've just got this Kang guy, and they just say, "Oh, he just wants to rule them." What is the benefit of doing that? Why does he want to do that? What are the reasons?
No. What he said was in the film. It's the fact that he saw the end of the timeline and he saw his other version ruining it. So he's taking it upon himself, deleting all the variant timelines that would cause another multiversal war, and he wants to rule every multiverse. He wants to be the main guy of all the multiverses, so then he can stop the end of time.
I think the fact that no one else here seems to know that shows that the storytelling is absolutely garbage.
It seems far-fetched in that sense, because I know it's like, oh, there's a council of Kangs, he like rules all the things. Like, surely there's a council of someone else who's more powerful, because there's infinite universe, there's infinite possibilities, so someone's infinitely more powerful than
in the Marvel universe, the multiverse, the universe. The only person more powerful than them is the Beyonder.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm talking like just generally, like it's infinite, right? So there's always a bigger fish, right?
Yeah, that's it. Cameron's got a point.
Technically, it goes Kang, the Watcher / Beyonder, and all that stuff. Kevin from She-Hulk, and then us.
But who the fuck is the Watcher and Beyonder? Like, what's that got any relevance to do with?
He literally watches, and he basically.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with Kang's story? The villain is Kang in all this, is it not? Am I wrong?
I'm just saying the hierarchy of the multiverse.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
but there's
his
been
whole
no
thing,
talk about this beyond a person. So, like, I don't class it as
It
being
hasn't been
relevant.
introduced yet, but the
Is he
Watcher
going
was
to
at
be
least
introduced?
animated.
Is he
But
going
yeah,
to be part of like what's
he's
happening?
he is rumored to be what Kang was saying. Someone will come if he doesn't control the fucking multiverse.
I don't know, man. I think Marvel don't even know themselves what the fuck the story is this time.
Kang is gonna be another Loki. What Loki was until the big bad comes.
So who's the
He'll
big
keep
bad?
coming back. Well,
But
probably
the
the
Avengers
Beyonder.
is Kang Dynasty.
He'll either be the Beyonder or whoever the bad guy from the Fantastic Four was, not Doctor
Okay.
Doom. The
I will
Galactus.
ask though.
Galacticus. That was.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm going to ask as well.
Galactus,
Yeah.
he just eats planets. Like, I feel like
What the-
comparable to destroying timelines. Like, what's eating a planet?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. What's he got to do with fucking multiverse?
maybe he eats timelines now. Maybe they've changed him a bit. I don't know.
I don't know,
Dumb.
but we're doing.
He's
They're doing
hungry.
Secret Wars, which is so obvious.
But again, like,
Yeah.
oh, look, he's so big, he eats like timeline. I'm like, yeah, but in an infinite multiverse, there's a bigger, badder thing that eats him. Like, it's like, come on, there's always a bit.
Well,
bigger fish.
clearly, it's easy to do because the TVA from every multiverse has kept the timeline in check.
I feel like
to
it
stop
should
more
have been.
timelines from.
I mean, they did mess. I mean, they did eventually not though. Like it all like came spiraling back. But
Just
again,
because
like I get what you.
Loki killed,
I get what you mean. That
she should
kind
not
of.
be
How
named,
did the
but,
TVA do it? Because they had like from what they showed, they had like limited like they had employees. So like they had like people with like sleep. How are they maintaining infinite? Like how are they doing that?
How do you become an employee of the
You know,
TVA?
I think the fact that we're
you
thinking this
become a
hard
variant.
probably shouldn't do.
You become a variant and get your memory erased. Become a guardian in Destiny.
I don't think Marvel even knows where they're heading with this.
That's the issue when you start bringing in multiverses, because then you bring in the issue of just like, well, now anything's possible, and when anything's possible, nothing matters.
Exactly. That's what I was
Whereas,
saying.
like when it was contained with just that, when it was just contained with Thanos in like a galaxy, you're like, a galaxy's limited. They've got like there's limited things going on, so like what he's doing like matters on like a scale of things. But now it's just like
yeah, and it's like you can just bring anybody in and revive anybody and bring people back in different timelines and mix in.
But there's going to be that whole thing of morals and stuff where they don't want just another variant, they want theirs. So technically, there still will be stakes, just not for us, but for their characters. Same like Steven, like it's Doctor Strange. He could have went to another timeline once he figured out and found another.
Whereas I feel like Spider-Verse, for example, which is a Marvel movie that deals with the multiverse, does it on the correct way, where no one's trying to like conquer the multiverse. I guess having issues, he's like, oh, I see like my variants of other universes. Like you feel like that's more probable because that's like, all right, there's just like there would be other versions.
Peter Parker doesn't want anything to do with it.
I know, but like if it doesn't like affect it because then it's like you're not having that like. Oh, how is he actually gonna conquer like infinity? Like that's like he wouldn't be able to do that. Whereas now it's like, oh, like they get like hassling around like other random villains, like they're messing around the multiverse, not trying to like take over everything, sort of thing. It's like, Like you said, they don't the issue is they don't explain how he could do it. Like they don't show. I feel like if they showed. Because I don't believe that he could. Because I saw him get his ass kicked in this movie. So I don't believe he could take over it.
He lost to ants. How can they call him Kang the Conqueror when he loses to Antman? The worst of the Avengers, I'll be honest.
When he loses to Antman?
Yeah, Antman. But oh no.
He's going to be revealed as not the real.
Exactly, that's the point. That's exactly. You raise a valid point there. He isn't the real Kang. So then it's like all those films are pointless then. Because no matter what anybody does, there'll just be another one that appears. That's I'm stronger than the last one you beat. Oh, they beat him. Oh no, plot twist, I'm stronger.
In Secret Wars, the TV show was animated.
No.
Basically, Kang got captured by the Avengers. Then the other variants came out, froze time, and went, "You better fix this," and basically freed him. And he went on like a rampage and shit.
Oh.
Maybe that one that we saw in one of the post-credit scenes, he's just lost in time.
Is this another fun fact?
It is.
I hate you. I'm having a cheese cream.
G-strings are high in
I want a
protein.
G-string.
I endorse that.
I just think that's like there's been nothing really of interest in any of the latest. This whole multiversal saga
I
is
felt
just
like
a bit
nothing's been
boring.
gripping me. Yeah, like
No,
everything's
it's
felt
just
so
a bit boring.
disconnected
So
and
glad.
inconsequential.
I'm so glad the Mandalorian's going on. Otherwise, I wouldn't even.
Oh yeah,
buy
Mandalorian
Disney
comes
Plus
out in like
anymore.
a few days. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at Ryan. He's jumping for joy. Listen to him.
Jumping for joy.
All right, now onto the segment I know we're gonna have a little bit of fun with. Effects, camera, and action. Let's have a little discussion about all those fun things in the movie. So I feel like we could go straight into MODOK. Should we have a little chit chat about him?
He was the best part of the film.
He was okay.
He was perfection.
He was
the best
so
part of the film.
fun. It's just the first time you see his face when they pull out the thing. We just erupted with
We saw
laughter.
him nude.
Like 2 rows in this whole cinema just erupted with laughter. I feel like
Yeah, you
everyone
should have
else is
seen
like turning around.
If you looked over, you should have saw the faces that were pulled.
Were people getting pissed at us? I couldn't tell because
They
I
were
was
giving
deliberately
us
not
lots.
looking. Because ever since when Chris fell over one of the seats when I go to the toilet, I stopped looking at the people like across the cinema from us because I was too embarrassed. I was like, I'm gonna get another nosebleed if I start looking around. I gotta stop.
MODOK was by far the only enjoyable factor of
Every time he was on scene, it was great. Especially when he started like spewing up some white fluid out of his
it's like
mouth.
it's so bad it's good though. Is
That's what we mean. We don't mean he was good in any sense of the word. It's so bad we were just laughing at it. It was great.
Although I will say, like honestly, one of the only times I've genuinely laughed at a joke, like actually laughed at a joke made in a Marvel film as of recent, was at the end when he's dying and he's like, "I'm an Avenger." That was good. That tickled me a little bit. That tickled me a little bit.
That was cringe, dude.
It tickled Joe's.
I bet you
Guys,
love
she's
the
not
end
a
of Star Wars. Where it's Rey's there and she's like, I'm Rey Skywalker. I bet you're one of those people.
What are you talking about, man?
Ryan's spiraling.
He's not a dick, guys, okay?
We've been speaking too long about Antman and the Wasp Quantumania.
Marvel movie. I will say about this film being terrible. As someone who does not like these films and has hated this franchise, probably since Guardians of the Galaxy.
Spider-Verse a weirdly bad score, Ryan. I was shocked.
Yeah, because it just wasn't that. To be fair, I was tricked into watching it by Chris.
Right.
He baited me in with the promise of Nick Cage.
I know. Was there Nick Cage?
Yeah.
Let's expose
I was told
Ryan's
a Nick
Spider-Verse
Cage
score.
movie. Okay, Spider-Verse is inherently not Nick Cage's film.
Let's expose. I'm gonna find it on his list.
Hey man, when the
I
directors
give it like 2.5. I like the animation's cool. There's nothing else there.
When the directors and stuff were talking about Nick Cage,
but I just don't like superhero films. Don't know what you're going at me for. They're just, to me, they're just very generic, and there's no stakes ever because it's just like, oh,
what stakes does the films you watch have? But back into the actual film we're reviewing. The chemistry between the actors was shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, going into that, people can act, but can they?
No.
Newton cannot act in this. She was.
Whoever the daughter was rubbish.
I liked Kang.
Oh yeah, I thought he was good.
I don't know,
he was the one actor. Him and Bill Murray are the only actors I can say.
I think the guy who acted for Kang was giving his all. I just think he was given terrible material to work with. I could tell he was giving all of the effort that he could into it and like really trying to like be different. And he was even in the post-credit scene, you could see him acting differently for each one of the characters. So I feel like he wasn't just playing himself; he's playing it like completely differently. Actor. He's trying to give it his all. It's just I think he wasn't given a lot to work with, so he was struggling in that department. Like the lines he was saying, some of them were like, he was like, "What do you want to do?" He goes, "Win." I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, what? I guess I feel like they were just giving him bad lines.
When he was first introduced in terms of like terrorizing Antman, and the threatening to kill his daughter, that was Kang.
Yeah.
Right?
Although I really feel like they missed an opportunity because I felt like this movie was like a PG. I didn't think it was a PG like 13 or anything like that. I didn't feel like there was any weight to anything. I feel like if they showed it without showing it like on screen, if it just happened, if it actually killed his daughter, then like reverted time and brought it back to show that he was serious.
You know what? No, it's a PG-12.
Yeah, you'd have to show him killing the daughter. Just hear her die.
It wasn't because showing the daughter. It was that Kang ass, not Kang ass, the MODOK ass. Them sweet, supple cheeks pushed it into the realm of saucy content.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about it, how it being
you should see the 18+
aimed towards
MODOK
younger audiences. I'm sure you guys. I know you guys have seen it as well. But the more you look into it, the similarities between this film and Spy Kids 3 is brightening. Okay, they have the floating head. They have the same goofy ass outfits.
I think
they
you
have
mean
the same old.
Joe.
No, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids 3.
The one with Spy Kids 3. The one with And also, the villain of that show is played by Sylvester Stallone, who has multiple versions of himself. I mean, it's literally the entire same story.
Yeah, it's true. It's goddamn Decos.
What did he say?
Oh, he said he hates you.
Do you like Spy Kids 3?
No.
Do you like Antman Quantumania?
Yes.
Then you like Spy Kids 3, my friend.
There we go.
It's Spy Kids 4. We watched Spy Kids 4.
I like
we watched Spy Kids 3D.
I
was about to say, I think Spy Kids 3D is cooler than Spy Kids 3.
I like Quantumania so much I gave it my wallet.
God damn it.
You did. You gave him all your money.
Since we're talking about acting, can we talk about the grown-up Cassie and how it was terrible?
Running. Have you seen the memes of her how to be cast in Antman? It's just girls just running, like really
running
stupidly,
and just saying "dad," and that's
she's a good. She's a good.
She is. I've seen her in other things. She's a good actress.
She, though?
Again, I think
no.
I've seen her in other things.
She can act.
She was good in other things.
She's pretty good in our generation's Blade Runner.
Yeah. She was in Detective Pikachu.
The only problem I had,
our generation's Blade Runner.
I think the problem most people had was the fact that his daughter changed so many actors. It wasn't even the same actor from Endgame.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even fucking remember who played her Endgame. To be honest, it's such
to be fair, she did age 5 years in the movie.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He has a point.
Yeah, it's true. I understand that, but it's still like you can't connect to a character that you're just gonna say.
They're different every time.
I didn't actually know
Iron Man
it wasn't the same woman.
Downey Jr.
Well, maybe I think they got this because this girl was a lot more famous than the girl they cast for her in Endgame. Because recast her, she's a lot more famous. Yeah. So I think they got her so that they could have her in more movies and her be more noticeable and get the Robert Downey Jr. effect.
She can be in Young Avengers.
You can't do that when you just give them shit. Also, if they ever make a Young Avengers movie, that will be
the most cringe.
It will be horrific. And I think they said they were going to have Spider-Man kinda, but even he doesn't really fit the Young Avengers category. Although you say that, but
he's an Avenger.
Yeah, no, he will.
He needs to be the leader. He'll be the new Tony Stark.
Oh God, yeah, he will, and that'd be so cringe.
You're onto something there, Joe.
No.
I think they'll use Tom Holland as a hub to get people to go watch it.
You know what will happen though? They'll use him as the leader, and then he'll keep making mistakes, and they'll keep calling him out on it, and be like, "Man, you suck as the leader. This is what you should be doing." And then they'll take it, and he has to.
And then he'll learn a valuable lesson about leadership.
His valuable lesson is I should listen to the people around me.
and then at the end of the first Avengers film, when they're getting beat down and he's feeling like he's not as good as his predecessors, Happy will turn up to him and go, "I think what would Tony Stark do?"
All right, let's wrap this up already. We're going to start off with the score. Where does everybody... So we need to come up with I'll go to everyone individually and you tell me what rating you want to give it. So we're going to start off with Decos.
E.
All right, Decos, you want to put it in E.
I thought you'd go higher than that.
I thought
he was going to go Void.
I thought he was going to go the Void as well. Yeah. E.
I'm saving the Void for a special type of film.
Okay. He's okay. I respect that. He's a man with conviction. All right. He's sticking to his thing. Right. We're gonna.
Can we have a bit of spoiler about what type of special film it would be? Oh, okay.
You must never know until it is upon us.
Right. Okay. Ryan, score.
I mean, it's not good.
It's not good.
Honestly, I mean, I'm seeing Glass Onion in E, and as much as I didn't enjoy Glass Onion, I feel like it's disrespectful to put it in the same.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go F.
For everyone who's listening and watching, Dios has moved it to F. Ryan reviewed it as an F. Joe, where do you want to put it?
I'm quite in agreement. It's not as good as Glass
Onion.
Onion.
Lot since the cinema. At the cinema, you said Void. Both of you said Void.
Yeah, but again, like it's not MODOK. MODOK saves it from being Void because I actually was laughing. Like I might have been laughing at it, but it was still entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say.
I feel like the Void is a very special type of film that we have to save for the Void. Otherwise, I feel like it loses its power as the Void.
Yeah, so I'm also gonna say F.
I feel sorry for the time we put one in Void.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what? The one that should be in Void is the one we get paid to do. Our first ever film we get paid to do.
Done. Yeah. We never get sponsored again. All right. And I am actually in complete agreement. I was going to put it in F as well. So there we go.
This is the first time we've agreed.
God damn, a clean sweep.
A clean sweep. Everyone agreed. An F. All right, so through the power of movie magic, I'm going to move it and add it to the tier list. Magic is applied. Quantumania is sat nicely, well, not nicely, begrudgingly and disgustingly in F, where it deserves.
What is the order of the films now that we're sitting at?
S tier, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once. In A tier, we have Fight Club, followed closely and deliberately by Puss in Boots. In B tier, we have Crank. In E tier, we have Glass Onion. And in F tier, we have Quantumania. So I actually think that's a nice...
Quantumania is at the bottom of the barrel at the moment.
I think we've got... Because normally people are like, we'll just put everything in B tier. I think we have a good spread of movies.
Isn't it funny, though? Isn't it funny that, like, at the top of our tier list, we have a movie about the multiverse. And at the right bottom, we have another. So it just compares how... yeah, it shows how bad of a difference the Marvel multi-universe is compared to a film that actually puts some time into thinking about how its multiverse works.
Right, everybody, thanks for watching and listening to today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment on if you do comment a movie you want us to watch and review, because we will do it 100%. No, 100% guarantee. As long as it's within reason. You got a camera guarantee. Yeah, within reason. We're not. We're not going to watch anything weird. Actually, no, we probably would, but it's besides the point. Comment, subscribe, hit the little bell, so you know when we're doing videos.
Joe has to do his job and cut.
Yep. And but thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week when we're doing. Wait, what movie are we doing next week? Oh yeah, Chopping Mall,
a classic of the 80s slasher.
I'm sure everybody's pumped for that. Right. See you next week.
Killing robots in a shopping mall. It's
everybody say bye. Bye.